Welcome to the best episode of the Better and Green podcast yet. Today we're going to be going over the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. We're giving you some Hail Mary picks and telling you guys how to win one of these last place fantasy football medals. These medals are from our friends over at Medaled Awards. Medal is a new company branching from the True North Challenges brand. Winning one of these medals is simple. Subscribe to our YouTube, share the content on our socials, join the Cooper Sports Discord, or leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcast. DM us a screenshot for every share, follow, subscription, and review. Each time is a new entry, so there's no cap to how many entries you can have. Get your league mates to join in to increase your chances of your league being one of our winners. If a 12-man league subscribes, follows our socials, joins the Discord, and leaves a 5-star review, that's already 84 entries without sharing anything. Take your league to the next level for free. This thing's heavy, guys. Like, it actually has some weight to it. Yeah. I can't tell if it's metal or porcelain, but man, even the band is really thick. It's kind of got this cool little bluish / green transition. There you go. That's a good way to see it. These are really neat. We're giving 3 of these away, so make sure you guys do any or all of those to increase your chances to win. I hope you guys listened to the podcast last week because we won you guys over $840. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, baby.
That was easy.
9-1, man.
Week.
9-1.
It's too easy.
Too easy.
Hey! Come on, man! That's too easy!
Let's go.
Let me clean these bills off my mic.
The unit size is going up. That's all I'm saying for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
That was an unreal week, guys. For the viewers, what would you guys do with an extra $1,000? If you're subscribed to our channel, that's a question you guys have to answer. Because over the last 3 weeks, we've won you guys $1,143 first 3 weeks of 2023. Ethan, excellent week, man. Tell me how you're feeling.
Dude, I feel great. Yeah, I mean, 9-1, that's by far the best week we've had. I know what I would do with the extra $1,000. I'd probably roll it over onto our squad ride this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're back. We're hitting the squad ride. What is that? 2 or 3 in a row again. So, yeah, I mean, hell of a week. I'll get into some numbers later, but we've all 3 have really been killing it the past couple of weeks.
Back-to-back 3-0 for me. Would have been a sweeter victory if the Dolphins would have beat the Bills. Would have if they had to. That's all I'm going to say. Bills are one lucky team. Honestly, Dolphins could have won if Mike McDaniel knew how to call a play in time. But, 9-1, boys up 800. I mean, come on. There's nothing else I could ask for. Honestly, all game, though. It felt all game Skylar Thompson just, they couldn't call a play. Like, every time he went to the line, there was 8 seconds left, and he couldn't adjust or anything. They just had to call it real fast. I can tell you with 2 of that ain't happening. They call that play quick, and he adjusts. So, that's all I'm saying. Honestly, I was happy the game was even close, so.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be proud with the way your team finished the season.
I mean, all that game showed me was that we're close to the Bills in the AFC for this next season. That's what it showed me. So
that's the only one that didn't hit was the Dolphins-Bills game. That was
and I got to be honest,
insane.
I'm happy it didn't. Sorry.
That's all right.
All good.
I'd look ahead, in my opinion, but
Okay. I mean, it definitely could have been. A playoffs look ahead's a little scary though.
I think the Bengals did too. We'll get into that.
Yeah, let's get into the games. Our first game on Saturday, the Jaguars head to the Chiefs. Chiefs are the biggest favorites of the week at 8.5 points. Over under sit at 53. Ethan, I'll let you start with the Chiefs, buddy.
Yeah, Jacksonville obviously with a crazy comeback down 27-0 last week. Come back to beat the the Chargers. Now they have to travel up to Kansas City, go after Andy Reid off of a bye, which, as most know, it's never something easy to beat the Chiefs off of a bye. 8.5, I mean, that's about where I'd put the line as well. It's tough for me to get a read here. I think Jacksonville might be a bit of a public play, but I just don't know if I can lay either side. These guys did play back in Week 10. Kansas City won 27-17 on their home field, so they're going to be playing at Arrowhead again. So Jacksonville, they've had a game here. They're familiar. Chiefs, obviously, familiar here. Kansas City's 7-1 at home. Jacksonville's 4-5 on the road. So Jacksonville has struggled. They're much better at home as a home team than a road team. Yards per play last three, Kansas City 6th, Jacksonville 12th. Yards per play against, Kansas City 5th, Jacksonville 3rd. So two, teams going in the right direction, both offensively and defensively right now. My best way to look at this is bring Kansas City down to -1.5 as a leg in the teaser, get them under that field goal. I think they win the game. And then I like the under 53. I just think with the wild card round going 5-1 to the over, we're going to be getting a lot of value on the totals this week. Wouldn't shock me if unders go 3-1 or 4-0. So yeah, give me Kansas City -1.5 in the teaser. If you put a gun to my head and made me pick a side, I'd probably just lay the 8.5 with Kansas City, but don't feel super confident in that. And I like the under.
Yeah, so this is definitely my least confident read of the four. I to be honest, of any of the four games, but I do have a stat that might help. So this is from John Ewing on Twitter. He's from BetMGM, I believe, and this is per Bet Labs. Since 2003, one seeds in the divisional round have gone 13, 25, and 1 against the spread. So that makes, it makes sense because they had a bye. I don't think buys help out as much as people think they do. In terms of health, they do, but it really throws teams off rhythm. So I think a lot of things what you could do in these 1C games is lay the dog first half spread. I think both are close games in the beginning. But yeah, you talked about it last time the Chiefs won 27-17. The total in that game was 51.5, and even with it going under, went up to 53, which kind of surprised me. So it make me lean the over. There's going to be points scored. I'm not sure why go up after they just scored lower than that, and it's a playoff game. But I think I like points being scored here. I've talked about it all year. Me and Ben knows the Chiefs don't blow anybody out ever, and it doesn't matter who it is. As you said with the look ahead spot, maybe the Chiefs are looking ahead a little bit here to the winner of that Bengals-Bills game. I would lean Jags with the points in the over, but my favorite thing in this game is probably at Christian Kirk over 62.5 yards. First time these two teams met, 9 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Chiefs can't defend their best receiver. Ben knows every time. It doesn't matter who it is.
They literally can't. Yeah,
they have no secondary to guard them. Injuries and everything with them. So my favorite thing in this game is probably Christian Kirk's over.
Okay.
Come on, Chiefs fan.
I love this game. So I'm going to take this over. Just saying, this was the best case scenario for the Chiefs. Now, they don't have to play both the Bengals and the Bills like they did last year. They'll play one of them to get to the Super Bowl. They have this game, Andy Reid off a bye, 27-4. They get to play at Arrowhead after the Jags should have lost to the Chargers, but they ended up pulling out the win. Trevor Lawrence, man, he looked awesome in the second half. At 8.5, one of the bets I was looking at actually that I really like this week is KC to win between 7 and 12. I think that defense is going to be coming out ready to play. That being said, I think Jacksonville's still going to score. You said Christian Kirk. I like Christian Kirk a lot, and I also like Evan Ingram this week because they can't defend the middle of the field.
Any Jags receiver I'd be fine with. Zay, Marvin, it could be any of them.
Yeah. So I'm kind of leaning the 53. If you look at how Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have scored in the postseason, though, they're going to get between either 4 or 5 touchdowns in this game.
Mm-hmm. I think Ethan's teaser is perfect. If you can find, you could do the Giants. You could do that. That's a perfect teaser. I don't think they lose this game. Definitely not.
Yeah. No. So I'm actually going to swallow the points with the Chiefs this week. Arrowhead's going to be rocking, man. It is a look ahead spot because they know that it's either going to be a rematch with Cincinnati or Buffalo's been gunning for them for the last 3 years.
You're probably rooting for the Bengals to win, right? Because then you get Arrowhead for you guys if they win. Correct? You guys get Arrowhead if the Bengals win.
That's correct. Yeah, and I think
so you're probably rooting for the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bills have just looked not great. As good as they should for a long time. But I do think
it's been a while.
I don't see Burrow continuing to keep beating Mahomes at Kansas City. It's you guys, when we did it last week, I had Bengals and Kansas City in the championship matchup in the AFC. That's what I think happens.
Yeah.
2 things to quick touch on. First of all, Zach, you had a perfect wild card round in your playoff prediction.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I have all these games correct so far.
Yeah. And secondly, in that Jacksonville game, you guys are talking about the props, Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk. So a buddy of mine and myself at halftime, we're looking at all the props live for that game. We were doing it with the Tampa game as well. These receivers and the quarterback, the yards are so short for that second half when all they're going to be doing is passing the ball. I think everything hit. I kept hitting Evan Ingram. His first, what it was set at halftime, he needed like 22 yards in the second half. Gets it in one play. I hit him again. He needs like 17 yards now. He gets it in one play. Zay Jones went over. I think Christian Kirk went over. Marvin Jones went over. ETN, I think, went over. So just for future, I mean, if there's a huge discrepancy at halftime, a huge lead, it might be worth sprinkling every receiver, every pass catching running back, and the quarterback to go over their yardage total.
Yeah.
This is going to be a high scoring game. This is not going to be a defensive matchup.
Yeah. Total is 53 in a playoff game is pretty crazy with the Jaguars too. That's a crazy total.
Yeah.
I like the under, guys. I really do.
I just don't know why I'd go up after the teams didn't hit it the first time. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't have it in front of me, but man, the Chiefs in the postseason have been scoring like crazy though.
Yeah, I mean the Chiefs scored 35 themselves.
Right.
35-38. So
right.
We'll see.
And I think they're at least going to get I think 28 is as low as they could possibly go.
For the Chiefs, you mean?
Yeah.
Team
yeah.
total?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, the next Saturday game, the Giants head to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Eagles are 7.5-point favorites. Over under set at 48. Zach, how about you take this one, buddy?
Yeah, I mean this is the same. I like the Giants here. Get them out. The same thing with the spread against the spread, 13-25-1. I think the Giants cover here pretty easily. It wouldn't shock me if they won this game outright. I'm not gonna lie. We saw what happened with the Bills and Bengals playing a division team, and the Niners when they play a division team for the third time. It's always close. Like it doesn't matter who's on the field. Skylar Thompson was playing. I mean, it could literally be. I mean, Tyler Huntley. I mean, the Bengals got lucky on that fumble. If they don't fumble that, they could damn well lose that game. I don't see the Eagles blowing them out at all. I could see the Giants winning outright. The Eagles' injuries have been scaring me. I can't stay healthy. Daniel Jones is balling out. That Vikings game, he played literally perfect. Him and Dak played probably the two best games of any quarterback in the weekend. I like the under here too. I think the Giants need to keep this game kind of ugly and low. I think they try to possess the ball a lot. Another prop here for me is Richie James on the Giants, the slot receiver. First meeting with these two, he had 9 targets, 7 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. I think his over is like 42.5 for his yards. I like anything. He can take his catches yards. I think they need him to succeed in this game. So give me the Giants at the points and the under.
Yeah, as far as side and total go, I'm the exact same. Giants plus the points. Starting to pretty much fall in love with that. The more I look into it, I do think Philly would be just about your only other option if you want to tease Kansas City. Get Philly down to -1.5. And I also think I said -1.5 for Kansas City. I meant 2.5.
What about teasing the Giants? Would you do that?
Not right now because it wouldn't get you up past 14.
I feel like that's safe. Like I feel like there's no way they lose by 2 touchdowns in this game. I don't know.
Yeah, I just am so by the book when it comes to the teasers that games don't land at a high percent enough within the 7.5 to 13.5 like they do from 1.5 to 7.5. So yeah, I don't know if I could get myself to do it, but yeah, you're onto something there. I think that gets there. But yeah, these last 3, I did it last week. I've done it a lot, so I'm just going to go over the yards per play last 3 games in each of these games. So yards per play offensively, Philly 9th, New York 8th. Yards per play against, Philly 16th, New York 15th. So they're literally right next to each other. New York has the edge in both. It's really tough to beat a team 3 times in a season. That's what Philly's trying to do. I will say Philly's in a little bit better spot, obviously coming off the bye. 3rd straight game at home, so 4th straight week at home. New York, 3rd straight road game. But, I mean, New York and Philly, they're close. New York is obviously used to being on the road in playoff games just as a franchise. They're used to being in Philly, just being in their division. So, yeah, I think 7.5 is entirely too much. Jalen Hurts banged up. So, yeah, give me the points. I think I would maybe take Philly in the teaser, but like Zach said, it doesn't completely shock me if New York wins this game outright.
The public is all over the Giants, I believe, right now, so that does kind of scare me as well. And the line really isn't moving, but I still think that I think Eagles do win by like a field goal, 3-4 points. But if the Giants won, it wouldn't shock me at all. So
Yeah, I actually, now that you say that, I do think it was 7 too, and then money came in on the Giants, and it somehow went to 7.5. So yeah, it is a little bit scary.
Weird.
Yeah, but it's a lot of points.
Especially for a third divisional game. We just saw it 3 times last week.
Yeah.
The Niners game was close until Gino fumbled that ball. So,
Yeah. These divisional games during the regular season are tight. These divisional games at the playoffs, those are going to be as tight as can ever be.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I mean, they know each other so well. They're not game planning anything new. It's just whoever just shows up. Basically, they're not doing anything different that they haven't seen. So,
yeah.
And you're getting over a touchdown with this too.
Yeah,
Giants 7.5.
I'm taking that all day.
Easy. And
Especially with
over
how
under.
good the Giants' offenses looked. I mean, yeah, give me 7. Give me the touchdown all day for sure.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones can make the plays when he has to.
And he runs around. I mean, he's annoying to play against. If I was a defense, he'd be pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 48. I love the under in this game.
I do too.
Okay, moving on to the Sunday games. Probably the best game on the slate, in my opinion. The Bengals head to Buffalo to face the Bills. Bills are 5-point favorites. Over under set at 48.5. Zach, how about you take this one, buddy?
Yeah, so I talked about the Bills a little earlier. I don't think the Bills are that good. I don't think they haven't looked impressive in over 2 months to me, to be honest. They turn over the ball way too much. I mean, the Dolphins, I think they were bottom 3 in takeaways, and they got 3 and could have had 4. And the Bengals capitalize on turnovers, as we saw in the Ravens game. It could be an emotional game. I think DeMar Hamlin might actually be at the game. If he walks out in the tunnel, it's just going to be a very emotional time for the Bills. So tough for me to fade him here, but I like the Bengals to win this game outright. I don't even care about. I'll take the points if I can get them, but I think they win this game. I think the only thing I concerned about the Bengals is the O-line, the run game, but Bills don't run the ball well either, so it's just going to be a pass-heavy fest in this game. I trust the Bengals defense a lot more than I trust the Bills, and I trust Burrow to keep on the ball more than I do Josh Allen. He's kind of reckless with it. He lost the ball, I think, the first drive where it went out of bounds, and then he fumbled it for the defensive touchdown. That's when I thought the Dolphins could actually win that game. He's so loose with the ball. That does not equate to winning football, in my opinion. I love Josh Allen, but I think I trust Burrow more in a playoff game right now. I really do. I like the Bengals to cover, potentially win. I think they win the game. My favorite prop, it's square, but give me Jamar Chase over 82.5, or his over receptions. It could be whatever you want. They feed him, and then they're going to have to feed him. They're going to lean on him to beat the Bills. So I think it's 82.5 his yards. I'm guessing his catch is probably like 5.5. I'll take either of that. So give me the Bengals in this game.
Yeah, so, there's not much to say about this game. We've talked about it for the last 3 weeks. Obviously, this game was canceled a couple weeks ago, week 17, with the DeMar Hamlin injury. Cincinnati was up 7-3 and driving at the time. Looked like they might go up at least 10-3, maybe 14-3. A lot of unfinished business here for both teams. That game was in Cincinnati. Now this game is in Buffalo. DeMar Hamlin back healthy, comes out, might lead them out of the tunnel, as Zach said, or be in the building. Really tough to go against a storyline like that, in my opinion. And I just think the line of 5 is so weird. I was expecting this to come out like right around at most 2.5 to 3, if not even closer to 1.5, 1, maybe a pick 'em. So really interesting that the line is 5, since he's also the most public team of the week by far. So I do lean on Buffalo here. Since he really has not been that good as of late. Yards per play last 3, they're 24th in the league. Buffalo 5th. Yards per play against last 3, Cincinnati 17th. Buffalo 1st. So Buffalo's pretty dominant, even though it really hasn't looked like it. Completely agree with what Zach was saying on Josh Allen. He plays hero ball every single play, and he needs to figure that out. If he stops doing that, I think they're back to looking like a completely dominant team. I think they can roll their way to a Super Bowl victory. But yeah, if he's gonna, 1st and 10, throw it deep left sideline, 2nd and 10, deep right sideline, 3rd and 10, QB draw, and try to just run over some linebackers and get the first down. it's not going to work. You're going to turn the ball over. You're going to get hurt. I think they need to do a lot more dink and dunk. They have the players around him to do that. So to me, it is tough because I think they do have the potential to kind of come together and just be that great team that we're kind of waiting to see. I hope it happens here. I like Buffalo minus the 5. I think they win this game. I think it could happen here, but if Josh Allen keeps playing the way he has, I mean, it's pretty problematic right now. So, yeah, I'll go Buffalo minus the 5. Buffalo's 8-1 at home since he's 6-3 on the road. I believe since he has 4 losses on the year, so 3 of them are on the road. And then lastly, that first game, as I mentioned, 7-3 early in the first, since he was going into score, looked like it could have been a potential shootout. I think people have that in their mind. Again, I'm going to rock with the under here. I think it seems way too easy to take the over. I think this opened 51.5. It's already down to 49. So I think we are getting some sharp money on the under as well.
I'm with Zach. I think that the Bengals win this game outright. So if I have a chance to take the points and it's even over a field goal, I'm going to definitely take Bengals plus 5. Probably one of my favorite bets of the week. Over under 48.5. This game could be the highest scoring game of the week. Very possible. But like you were saying, Ethan, that's a really good point. How when the number's going down with 2 high scoring teams, that's very, very odd.
Yeah.
So,
especially 2.5, 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of points to fall off.
That's telling you all you need to know right there.
As Ethan talked about Hero Ball, if Josh Allen does that this week, they're getting killed.
Yeah.
Because they're Skylar Thompson ain't on that sideline. It's Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason why I'm on the Bengals here is just because I think whoever wins the turnover battle will win this game, and I trust Burrow to keep the ball more than Josh Allen. I really do. I mean, he chucks it up, doesn't really care where it goes. He holds the ball like a loaf of bread when he's running around. I don't know.
I will say Joe Burrow is becoming – he might be the quarterback I trust most in the league right now with the ball in his hand.
He is
over
he's
Allen,
surgical,
over
dude.
Patty Mahomes.
No.
I mean, it's close, but he's just his footwork is phenomenal to get out of pressure situations. He just doesn't make mistakes that often, and he has great weapons around him. But here I am fading him once again, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row.
No, I don't think you've ever bet on the Bengals in your life in this entire year. I don't think you've bet on them once.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Losing money on them. But
hey, 2-0 the last 2.
The 5-point spread does scare me. The only reason why I'm really on the Bengals have here is one. I mean, I did pick them to win this game before we started, and I think 5 points is just. I think if the Bills win, it's not. I think it's by 1 to 4. To be honest, I don't think this game. I don't think they blow them out at all.
Mm-mm. This is a huge game for both these teams too,
and the Chiefs. This is big for the Chiefs too. They would way rather play an Arrowhead than they would on a neutral site. So
yeah. I'll say this though: if Cincinnati wins and then they can go to Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes again, I feel like that flips the script in the AFC. Because ever since Mahomes came in, it's been like the Chiefs are number 1. I don't care what anyone else says because you got Patrick Mahomes. If Burrow can go and beat him again to go to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row, and Buffalo will have not gone to the Super Bowl after being like one of the best teams and favorites 4 straight years. Now
and they were a heavy favorite this year.
Yeah,
Buffalo's running out of time too.
They are.
Yeah, Josh Allen his style of play is not sustainable.
No,
there's no way.
Diggs is getting older. Gabe Davis already can't stay on the field.
I mean, I trust Burrow and Mahomes staying healthy way more than I do him.
Yeah. Me too.
I love Josh Allen. I mean, I hate that I have to root against him every week.
Right.
He destroys my team every time he plays them, but I don't know. It's definitely cause for concern.
He needs someone to step in and say, hey, we don't need to be doing this every time.
Yeah.
Like, we know you have a cannon for an arm. We don't need to see it every other play. Just
like I think Mahomes is really good in terms of like using his arm when he needs it. I feel like he's a lot more. Mahomes does have some turnover problems sometimes, Bren. You know, sometimes he just throws it around, but I think he's been getting better at it.
He has.
I mean, he led the league in interceptions last year, didn't he? Mahomes.
Yeah.
So he kept hitting Tyreek in the hands and it'd pop up and get picked off. no excuse, but that's why they had to do more dink and dunk stuff, get kind of back to that, which has obviously helped them because now he led in passing this year, as they needed to do it. And I think that's probably a conversation, especially if they lose this game to Cincinnati. That's a conversation they're going to have on Monday.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the guys there. Stephon Diggs is more than capable of that. Cole Beasley, that's how he's made his living.
He's perfect for what Josh Allen needs to do right now.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get Nyheim Hines in the backfield. I mean, that's how he makes his living. I just don't get it. Gabe Davis is kind of the only guy that really his only success is burning people deep. But I don't know. We'll see. Dawson Knox, he's a great short tight end, I think.
They have so many weapons there.
They do.
Yeah.
He's also a great bet for first touchdown also.
Sure. A little handshake with Josh Allen. Love it.
Let's go to the biggest defensive game on the slate. It's Cowboys going to San Francisco to face the 49ers. 49ers are 3.5-point favorites. Over under sit at 46. These two teams, man, these defenses are no joke. No joke. Who wants to take this one first, man?
I'll go. If you don't mind.
Go for it.
This is my favorite game of the slate.
This one's gonna be awesome.
I was dead right about the Cowboys and the Bucks. Bucks suck. I've been saying it all year. I don't know why people thought they were good. The line is moving in the Cowboys' favor as well. It opened at 4. I'm seeing 3.5 somewhere on some places now. I did have the Cowboys win this game outright, and I'm sticking with it. I think they win this game. I was perfectly right about Dak Prescott. I like him. I think his interceptions are pretty overblown. I see a lot of hands off the hands, and they pick it every time.
It happens.
I'm waiting for Brock Purdy to look like Mr. Irrelevant, kind of. Maybe I'm an idiot. I probably am an idiot. But I do think this Cowboys pressure can affect him. We saw him a lot last game just run around and just like go backwards and circle around. Parsons is catching you if you do that. Dallas is top 10 in passing defense, so I think they try to just – I don't know. The Niners are so good. I think whoever wins this game is winning the NFC. I've said that on our predictions last week. I think the Cowboys – I love the 3.5. I'm taking them outright. I love a lot of dogs this week, if you can't tell. So my favorite prop in this game, I like Dak's over passing yards at 250.5. San Fran, second best in the league against the run. I think Dallas – I don't think Zeke does anything in this game. I like Zeke's under rushing yards too. I don't think Zeke does a thing. I don't know why Tony Pollard does. I mean, I guess they paid Zeke, but Tony Pollard is so much better than him. I think Dallas airs it out, throws over 40 times. And if you think the Niners are going to win by a lot, then this Dak prop is perfect because they're going to chuck it up at the end of the game. So give me Dallas win outright. And the under as well, 46.
Yep. So when this came out, initial thought was San Francisco. Thought the line was too short. Dig into it. I had to flip to. I am on Dallas plus the 3.5. I would like to see San Francisco win outright, but wouldn't shock me if Dallas does. Also like the under. Once again, broken record. I like all 4 unders this week. I think there's value on all of them. Yards per play last 3, Dallas 27th, San Fran 1st. So San Fran has had the better offense, but yards per play against last 3, Dallas 10th, San Fran 26th. So San Fran has been giving up yards. I mean, we saw it in the San Fran game, at least in the first half. San Fran was kind of able to gash them. I will say what San Fran does have going for them is this is Dallas's 4th straight road game, and now they have to travel from Tampa Bay all the way out to California to San Francisco. And then on the flip side, San Fran, this is their 3rd straight home game. San Fran's 9-1 at home, Dallas 5-4 on the road. San Fran also has the rest advantage. I don't know if you guys saw that Dallas was already upset about that before they even played Tampa, which I thought was kind of funny. But I mean, kind of rightfully so. They get the first Monday night of Wild Card Weekend ever, and San Fran gets the early game. A little bit of BS there, but yeah, it's tough. I really want San Fran to win. I do think they do find a way to pull it out late, but I think Dallas plus a 3.5 is probably the right side in this game. Yeah, and I like the under 47. I think it stays lower scoring. Ben, like you said, the defenses are kind of the stars of the show in this one, and I think they both kind of clamp down.
Zach, I love what you said because I kind of feel like that too, that this is kind of almost more the NFC Championship game than
This is a
the
great, this is phenomenal.
And I can see this going either way, man. The Cowboys look so good, and if they can play like that, and Brock Purdy, he has to return to the mean at some point.
I mean, he's
would
putting up
assume.
insane numbers. I mean, I said Cowboys Super Bowl in my prediction, and they made me look like geniuses on Monday. I think this team's really fucking good. I bet the Niners are. I think these are the two best rosters in the NFC, is top to bottom. Is these two. So.
And they're picking off Brady, and all the knock on Brady is his arm strength and stuff. They're in the red zone. That was not a age. That was a mental error, and I think Brock Purdy.
Horrible.
He did.
Horrible.
Awful. I mean, if you get any pressure on him, he just threw it away to the ground.
Yeah.
And I think Purdy is going to be pretty intimidated by that D-line of the Cowboys. I really do. I think this is finally the defense that upsets him a little bit, throws him off his rhythm. I mean, if you just make him look at the offense he's running, I mean, I'm not trying to say he's bad, but I mean, not anybody can run it, but it's just so vanilla to the quarterback. If you just make him look at his second, third read, Cowboys, all they need to do is get pressure on him, and they can win this game. So,
yeah.
49ers
were the better team, and so that's the part that scares you. And then Kyle Shanahan's a better coach too, and so the way they win this game is you make Brock Purdy not the factor. You rely on Elijah Mitchell, you rely on Christian McCaffrey, and jet sweeps with your super fast receivers. And if they do that, then Dak. Both quarterbacks are not going to have a good time in this game.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely going to get a little frustrated.
Yeah, this is the lowest point total of the week, and all three of us are all going the under. That tells you something.
The Niners secondary, I would say, is the weak point where you can attack them. I think their front seven's pretty good, but I like anything CD in this game as well. I think he has really good. They need to give him 12, 11 targets. Schultz over the middle of the field. You saw him in the Tampa game. He feasted. I really think the Cowboys win this game. I really do. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
This is my favorite game.
Yeah.
I think the only reason Dallas put up that many points, I mean, their offense looked really good, but holy hell, I don't think Tampa Bay's defense even showed up.
No. Dak literally looked like
horrible.
prime. Like, Dak played perfect. He didn't do anything wrong.
He did, but his
Ever the
players
first
were
drive?
so wide open.
Oh, I know. I mean,
Holy cow.
Did you guys
That
see
was
my
painful.
message in the Discord? That's a bold strategy playing cover 0.
Oh yeah, I did see
That was
that.
so bad.
That CD touchdown, I have no idea what happened. Like,
No one was
how do you
close.
not guard the best player on the route?
Yeah.
He looked confused. Even running it in, he's like, there has to be someone about to blow me up.
I mean,
No.
Dak was probably like, oh, God, he's wide open.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's one of those plays
maybe
too easy.
Maybe Mike McCarthy should have saved that for this week if it was working that well. If you thought that was going to happen, I mean, I would have saved it, but...
I also have to say, I have some choice words for Micah Parsons because that dude, he took the last 7 weeks of the season off after he kind of got nicked up. Dude, he looked so much better on Monday night than he had looked in the second half of the
He's
season.
saving himself for the offs. I honestly respect it.
God, turn that motor
He is
on.
not. He's not worried about your future bet.
Well, I am.
He's not worried about it.
All I'm thinking watching the Monday night game is, damn you, Micah. I will not be betting you to win Defensive Player of the Year again because your motor shuts off. Nick Bosa, he doesn't shut it off. He plays. Not Micah.
Nick Bosa, the good Bosa.
Yeah.
Crybaby Bosa.
Yeah.
God.
Did you see what he said about the refs talking? Oh, well,
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah. God. Pass
I mean,
the
dude,
pacifier, man. Jesus.
Yeah, relax. That was annoying. I was happy the Jags won that game. You should be happy the Jags won that game too, because you play the Chargers for a third time. You never know.
I told you I wanted the Jags to win. I said if I'm wrong about anyone, I want to be wrong about this one.
Yeah.
That was one more thing I was going to say. I think if we just trim the fat of the Jags and the Giants, phenomenal teams left in the playoffs. Just don't even.
So
I mean,
I'm
if we
so
get rid
ready
of
for
those two
Sunday.
Teams, I really hope those two teams don't win this week.
AFC is lucky that Tua was not healthy. That's all I'm going to say. They are lucky. Lucky. It should be Dolphins, Chiefs right now. Should be. That's all I'm saying.
I think Buffalo's game plan changes quite a bit if Tua plays.
And then Tyreek Hill's running for 150 yards on the Chiefs in that game if it was a rematch. Or Tyreek Hill would have loved it. Loved it.
That game's still like 30-20 though. We still win that one.
Maybe. I was
like
dude,
Ben
I was
said, the ball goes through Tyreek's hands and right to the defense.
Dude, in
Oh.
my head, I was already game planning like, oh, I can't wait for Tua to come back next week. Tyreek Hill to get 200 yards, and then they had to lose.
He almost did it too. He almost did it in that Bills game. If you notice, Skylar threw a perfect pass to him, and it just bounced straight off his
Dude,
hands and up, and the
Waddle,
Bills guy almost
man.
got it.
I
was
love
like,
Waddle, but he
oh my
had
God.
so many drops, dude. Oh.
They let
That
Skylar
defense
down.
was bad.
Skylar
So
won that
Skylar
game.
had some good throws,
Yeah.
but I love Waddle, but he needs to learn how to catch with his hands, not his chest. That's why he kept dropping
Yeah.
them. Like
That
that
one was
first play,
bad.
if he catches that first deep ball, that game changes totally. They're already in the red
Yep.
zone. Oh my God! And God forbid I had his over yards. That was hit in one play if he caught that, and he had ended 2 yards short. I love Waddle though, but
I
that was
do.
tough.
All right, guys, let's do our big pick of the week. Or squad
Yeah,
ride.
I mean, what are you guys thinking here?
Well,
What are you guys thinking?
if you guys throw out any of the unders, I'm in for it. And then I think other than that, we liked Dallas and New York.
I'm confident I'm confident in the New York or Dallas pick. I mean,
I can go either way there.
You guys are going to make me pick, so I'm the asshole that loses it.
It's
I mean,
scary going against San Francisco, but it would be.
We get
you
more
know, like-
points with
like
the
we've said in
Giants.
but the Giants are
Yeah.
so public though. That's what scares me.
Yeah.
The Giants scare me because how public they are. And we saw what happened when we picked the Panthers. I forgot who we picked who was like really public that one week, or the Eagles versus the Saints, and they lost outright.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
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 So
We were on that game.
yeah.
I mean, like we did with the initial. I think the initial squad rides we played on Dallas and then played against Dallas the next week.
Mhm.
It's kind of like, I mean, we've backed San Fran 2 weeks in a row. This might
It's
be
true.
the time to go against them.
Hey, San Fran could still win, but 3.5. I
Yeah.
think it stays close. I mean, and the line is so short. Like I don't know. Doesn't really make the line doesn't make too much sense to me. I mean, I like the Cowboys, even whatever the line would have been, but like, there's no way the Bills should be more of a heavy favorite than the Niners in the games that they're playing. You know.
Yeah, it's.
God, this
Yeah.
was tough.
I do like the Giants, but that line move.
I saw like
half point.
88% of the bets are on Giants spread and the line moving to the Eagles. Sus.
Yeah.
Very sus.
I'm gonna go check just quick on some of the public plays here.
I mean, I think we can eliminate the Jags and Chiefs. I don't think we need to do anything in that game. I'm not really
Right,
confident
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like totals. Totals always scare me. I'm always more of a team guy, betting on a team. I'm fine with the Cowboys if you two are.
San Fran's getting 66% of the bets on the spread, money line, 71.
And line moved to the Cowboys' favor. It was 4.
Yep.
Tells
Yeah,
me
the
Cowboys are winning
public
that game.
angle makes me nervous on New York, I think.
Yeah, I'm down to do Cowboys.
And
if you guys are.
also, I mean, we've all been shitting on Minnesota all year long, so I'm not going to start acting like New York's a competent team because they
That's
knocked the
true.
Vikings out
Yeah.
of the playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going against the 1 seed, yeah. Yeah, I don't like the Giants as much either, I don't think. I think Cowboys.
Let's do
All
it.
right, I'm in.
Hey, that's where it
Okay.
all started, boys. It's where the squad ride all started.
Yeah, that was Cowboys ML versus the Vikings.
Yep.
I like it. Okay, the squad ride of the week. Cowboys plus 3.5.
Let's do
I'll
it.
take ML too because they're winning outright. They're winning that game.
The money line wasn't even that high, right, Ethan?
Well-
I saw what was it, like plus 170 or something?
I think it's for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It
When I was looking
is
yesterday, it wasn't very high. I was a little surprised.
plus 165.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're winning. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah.
My Cowboys Super Bowl prediction. If they win this game, they make me look like geniuses.
Ethan. I love that hat.
They'll cover. Just cover for me. I don't really care who wins. So that should be a good game.
It'll be a great game.
I just hope the Giants lose and the Jags lose.
Jackson
Yeah.
losing.
Yeah.
Jackson losing.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Our big 3, we are doing a countdown to the Super Bowl. We did 3 last week. We're doing 2 of our most confident picks, 1 next week, and then we'll just do the squad ride for the Super Bowl. So we're going to Ethan, did you want to start?
Yep, I'll go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to kind of talk about our picks quick. For those that haven't followed along for the whole journey, just want to say last 5 weeks, we've absolutely been killing it. I believe we're 28, 15, and 2 as a collective unit. That doesn't include the squad ride, so I think we're maybe 3 and 2 in those. But yeah, we're all positive in the last 5 weeks. Zach, you're leading the way. You're killing it. You're 11, 3, and 1 is what I counted up.
Damn.
You know, Ben, you've been killing it all year long. You've been positive all year. Zach, you've been positive all year. My record is still under 500, but last 5 weeks I am 9, 5, and 1. So
Hell yeah, brother.
64%, I believe. So yeah, I mean, every week you're seeing the graphic. You know, for people that aren't following along, just kind of wanted to get that out there that, you know, it was a rocky start, especially for me. But the last 5 weeks, I've turned it around. You guys have kept it up. Zach, you've kind of accelerated. So just shout out to all of us, really. We've really been killing it the last 5 weeks and really this entire year. Yeah, my big 2 for this week, like I have like 6 plays that are all right there. So I'm nervous. I'm going to pick 2 losers and the other 4 are probably going to win. But I am going to try the under in that Dallas-San Fran game. I'm going to try under 47. Is it sitting at?
46.
46. Give me that. And then I'm going to try another under, I think. That teaser is extremely tempting, but my teasers have just been getting my ass kicked this year. So I'm going to try New York, Philly. Nope, scratch that. I'm going Jacksonville, Kansas City under 53.
Going with the biggest one and going under.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I can go. I'm going Bengals +5. That one was a no-brainer for me. Second one, I've actually kind of gone on the fly here. I'm going to do a little Ethan special here. I'm going to tease the Chiefs and the Giants. I think it'd make Chiefs 2.5, Giants 13.5. If I'm doing it right, Ethan?
Yep. That's
okay,
right.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take that. I think that's honestly not – I'm not saying anything, but I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have one of each of your guys's. So hopefully it's kind of like last week where we just hit multiple times. And so it's just double the profits. I'm going Bengals +5 with you, Zach. I like that. Mm-hmm. And then Ethan, we're sweating the under again. And we're going Dallas, San Fran under 46.
Oh, okay. So cool. Ben really is going with us here.
I really am. And if I can give one that I like, but I don't know if I want to take it, it's +350. It's Kansas City to win by 7-12. Because I feel like that's the number is 8.5. It's right there. I like that, guys. I like that a lot. I almost took that
Chiefs, one. And Chiefs don't blow anybody out. So if it's touchdown to less, I mean, if it's touchdown to 12-point game, as you said, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad because I almost gave out Buffalo -5, so that would have already kind of done us in.
Yeah.
I do like it. If anyone wants to double down, wide open for a challenge.
You just keep fading Cincy, man.
I do.
And he won't ever learn. And he kept riding the Bucks, and he still didn't learn. And now that they're out, now he has to stop.
2-0 against Cincy the last 2.
I hope it's wrong this week for our big 3/big 2 this week.
Yep. Give me a Buffalo win, though. God, I want Buffalo to beat them.
Who wins between Buffalo and Kansas City then, down in Atlanta? You saw Buffalo winning?
It's that boy behind you.
I don't know. I'd probably go Buffalo, but it's tough.
Okay. Well, the Cowboys-Buccaneers was a bit of a snooze fest. But if you weren't able to stay awake, can I recommend our partners at W Energy? We want to thank them because they're not your traditional sports energy drink. Their drinks have zero sugar, fillers, artificial dyes, and are gluten-free. Their product is made right here in the United States. All their flavors are custom-made, featuring blue raspberry, dragon fruit pink strawberry, Granny Smith apple, passion fruit tea, fruit punch, lemon lime, mango white peach, watermelon guava lime, and strawberry banana. Use our code BIG, B-I-G, for 10% off your order and never miss a play again. You can find the link in the description of this video. Guys, we got the Beach and Peach, guys. It came in. The mango white peach. I'm pumped.
Nice.
I know,
looks
Ethan,
good.
you've got the blue raspberry coming in. I think we should have them for a taste test in next week's episode, yeah?
Yep. Mine somehow it got sent to my old address that I haven't been to since 2020. So, and this is my first order on Dubby, so I don't know how that was still in there, or even attached to that website whatsoever. But yeah, my shipping and billing address was somehow my old address. So got it all fixed. It's on its way from San Diego. It should be here by Monday. So looking forward to it.
I can't wait. All right, Zach, let's get to the draft with you, buddy.
Yeah, so this week we're going with fictional moms, TV shows, and you could do either looks, you could do their personality, whatever you find good in a mom, I guess. We'll do fictional moms. It's Ben, Ethan, me, draft order 3 each. So Ben, start us off.
Okay.
I'm worried you're gonna take the person that I want to take in mine. I wish I had the first pick.
Me too.
No, I'm not. No, Ethan, I'm not worried about who you're gonna take. I'm worried about who Ben's gonna take because I know you haven't seen the show.
I've got a couple people that I really like. I was a little happy but a little sad because I can only pick one here. So I'm going to go with the person that reminds me most of my wife and all the good qualities in a mom. Loving, caring. I was a wrestling coach for a couple of years, so supportive of sports and all the tournaments and all that we had to do. Being a wife to a coach and a mom is not an easy task. I know my mom had to take me, I'm sure you guys too, to all your sporting events. A mom's a very special role. So even before I say it, just thank you to all of our moms and all the moms out there, man. You guys are rock stars, man. We love you guys.
Absolutely.
I'm going with Tammy Taylor, Coach Taylor's wife from Friday Night Lights.
Oh yeah.
Nice. That's a good one. Okay, that wasn't who I was gonna take, so I'm happy. I know Ethan ain't taking this girl, so I'm getting my first pick.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't have the whole introduction to go along with it. I don't need much more to say. I'm taking Stifler's mom from American Pie. Not much more to say.
I knew you wouldn't have the person I was gonna take. That was easy. My pick, I'm going the mother of dragons, Daenerys Targaryen is mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's a mom of dragons, so I mean, if anything, that's the best thing ever. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why I like her, but we'll go with. I mean, she's pretty badass, and she'd save my ass if I was ever in a fight. So I'll take her. And my second one, give me Marge Simpson. And my second one.
Okay.
I don't know why. I really fuck with her.
She's an OG.
Simpsons, so no, she is an OG. She's a classic mom. So
she's a original cartoon mom.
Exactly. She's an OG for sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So for my second pick, similar to the Marge Simpson, I have to go Lois Griffin. She puts up with Peter's shit all the time. It's kind of like the perfect wife that you want. He just messes around, messes things up all the time, and she always takes him back, always accepts him, and so got to be Lois.
Points off for the mom though with Meg, because she's terrible mom to Meg.
Yeah, I mean they all hate Meg.
They do.
Fair.
That's fair.
To be fair.
Okay, I am pumped, man. I am so excited. That means I get my second pick too. I did not see her coming back. That's Kitty Foreman from that 70s show.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
nice.
That she was actually my initial number one. I just didn't think Tammy Taylor would make it back to me. But she is so funny and a good mom. She balances out, Fred, but also holds the kids accountable. Awesome mom. Awesome mom. Last one. Oh, there's a couple. I'm going to go with. Let's go with Joyce Byers from Stranger Things.
Fuck, nice. That was my next pick.
She'll do anything for her son, man.
She's a badass.
Great mom.
She's great.
Alrighty. I still have a couple on the list here. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. I'm gonna go Kala from Tarzan, the gorilla mom.
Okay, yeah. I like that.
Adopts Tarzan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of out of left field, but
I like
great
it.
Great mom takes a complete stranger, something she's never seen before, and nourishes him into one of her own. Good mom move.
Yes, it is.
All right, that's my last pick. I'll go Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What? It's not because of the reason you're thinking. She's a great mother.
Okay.
She's a great mother and has powers. So all my besides Marge, Daenerys and Elastigirl have powers. They're beating the shit out of anyone that walks in the house. And it's maybe no, I'm not saying anything more than that, but you don't have to laugh like that. Elastigirl's my third pick.
She was on my list.
Yeah, she's great. Right, Ben?
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah. There's no reason. She's awesome.
So the qualities you look for in a mom are like powers and like protective instincts.
My mother has to have powers.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. For sure.
I gotta say, guys, I cannot wait for the thumbnail for this one.
I already have the idea in my head, man. It's like an evil genius.
I'm not surprised.
It'll be good.
Okay, let's go to our Hail Mary long shot props of the week. Okay, so for our Hail Marys, do we want to go one at a time or just dump all four down or all five down?
I say just dump.
Time.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Ethan, you go first.
All right, my first one. I'm going to give you a little 2-for-1 because I couldn't decide between these, so I'm just going to give both depending on how big your balls are. I'm taking Cole Beasley, anytime touchdown scorer for the Buffalo Bills, plus 400. He's back in Buffalo. I want to say this is his third or fourth week. Second stint with them after he was with them last year. He's a red zone target. We kind of mentioned he makes his living on short routes, getting open, good footwork right around the goal line. So I think Allen looks for him in goal line situations, plus 400, too good to pass up. And if you have the balls to do it, Cole Beasley, 2+ touchdowns, plus 5,500. Just a wild payout there. So it wouldn't shock me if they get down within the 10, 5-yard line. I think Cole Beasley is a target that Josh Allen's going to look for.
Mm-hmm. And let me just interject here real quick, too. All these shots we said had to be over plus 300. So these are all odds that we're giving out that we kind of like, but we don't recommend exactly taking or absolutely don't put a ton on these. These are more you put it if you want to a little bit for big time cash out. So
little sprinkle.
Mm-hmm. Zach, let's go to you next, bud.
I'll go Richie James anytime touchdown plus 330. I talked about him earlier. I think he needs to have a good game for them to stay in it, and he scored last time versus the Eagles, and I like him in the slot. So give me his anytime.
Awesome. This is tied for the lowest odds on my top 5. I have Mixon touchdown combined with Bengals money line for plus 500.
Nice. Okay.
I like that. I'll do this one now just because we didn't talk about these beforehand, but I'm actually on the same thing that Zach is. Richie James, anytime touchdown, plus 330. Really like
nice.
that. He scores somewhat frequently. I couldn't believe it was that high for an anytime touchdown score.
He's good, man. I want to watch him. He's shifty. He's good. I didn't talk about this, but quarterback scoring in the playoffs is much higher. They risk their buys a lot more. They do sneaks on the 1-yard line. Give me Joe Burrow anytime, plus 320. I think he scored last game. They usually sneak it if it's on the 1-yard line because they can't run the ball at all if it's with Mixon, and I don't know why. So give me Burrow anytime, plus 320.
Okay. This is the highest odds on my sheet. I have an anytime touchdown parlay that's 5 legs long.
Ooh.
So I have Christian Kirk. We have, Josh Allen, Joe Mixon, Christian McCaffrey, and Kadarius Toney. That gives you a payout of plus 6,741.
Wow.
Nice.
Worth the sprinkle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm guessing Tony had the highest odds on there to score, or like the lowest, or whatever you want to call it. I'm guessing he had like the biggest plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Alrighty. I'm going to go Boston Scott anytime touchdown. This one's plus 340. 8 career games against the New York Giants. He averages close to 10 touches a game, and he has 10 touchdowns in those 8 games. So plus 340. Great value on Boston Scott.
Nice. I'm going Mahomes anytime plus the Chiefs win. I can't remember the last time I watched a Chiefs playoff game where Mahomes didn't run one in.
Right.
Honestly, it's just like my head. I feel like he just always runs it in.
I almost took that.
Yeah, exactly. Give me Mahomes anytime plus Chiefs win plus 450.
Nice.
That's crazy. That seems that deserves a sprinkle for sure.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I might as well just add the Chiefs win. I'm pretty sure to win is like, or him to score is like 320, and then just add the Chiefs win. I mean, I think they win the game. So.
Yeah. Okay, this one is my other parlay. This is Kansas City Jacksonville over yardage parlay. So I have ETN over 17.5 receiving yards, Lawrence over 15.5 rushing yards, Kelsey over 76.5 receiving yards, Kirk over 64.5 receiving yards. That'll give you a total of plus 1,098.
Nice.
The Chiefs sharp over
game
here.
parlay.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did not do any parlays. Kind of stuck with the any times. But I think you get good value on a lot of these. This is probably my least favorite. But it's Christian McCaffrey 2+ touchdowns plus 450. I think he definitely gets in there for at least one. So
I thought about that one
plus
too.
450.
That's
worth
good.
a shot.
Yeah.
This one I actually won on Monday. I had some other stuff, but I did hit a nice parlay on Monday. Dak anytime plus Cowboys win plus 1,400. I feel like Dak in the playoffs, he always tries to run one in. That play they did is really nice. Give me Dak anytime plus Cowboys win.
I like it. I have Ingram first half touchdown. Evan Ingram for plus 500. And I can tell you even what this is going to be in the second quarter right before halftime. He's going to score. It's going to be right in front of the goalpost.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm
watching for it.
Back to
I'm
it.
telling you.
We'll
Yeah.
have to come back to it.
I feel
you
pretty good.
You know your Chiefs well, so whoever they're playing, I do trust your Chiefs' opinions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're always pretty accurate on it.
Thank you.
Ingram's been a
appreciate that.
beast too.
He
Yeah, he's a
really
monster.
has, dude. And that middle of the field, and especially in the middle of the field when they're like at the 50 and stuff, is open deep. But in the end zone, they come up to block the run, and it's always wide open, just right in front of the goalpost.
Yeah.
I see it happen in like 3 seconds before the half. And then they get that momentum to go in. It's going to be close at half, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking over those anytime touchdowns. It didn't fit the plus 300 or better, but I think Ingram just to score was like plus 240. So I might even look to throw a full unit on that. Screw the sprinkle. I think great shot of him hitting that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Him and Kirk, man. I love them.
So I'm actually going to do another anytime touchdown for the Jags. I'm going to try Jamal Agnew. Mostly a return guy, but when he gets in, he's shifty. They like to get the ball in his hands. Odds are plus 850. So, he's not going to get a ton of touches, but he might get some goal line work. So, at 850, I like a shot at him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my longest odds here. Hayden Hurst first touchdown plus 2,200. I love tight ends and first touchdowns. I feel like they're always valuable. Schultz was valuable on Monday. Dawson Knox is always valuable. So give me Hayden Hurst.
Like it.
Okay. We're going to do one. My last one. It's getting a little hot in here. So let me just cool off for a second. This is a future bet. Kansas City beats the Eagles in the Super Bowl plus 1,100. Guess the outcome.
Alrighty. Your old Andy Reid Bowl.
Yep. This is more. I don't know if it's wishful thinking, but probably. But I definitely think Kansas City gets there. My concerns about the Eagles. It's the highest odds to hit of any of the Super Bowl matchups, though. So.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, speaking of that, I might sprinkle Chiefs to beat the Cowboys because I'm pretty sure that's what I had in the original. I should have bet it last week just for fun, but I might bet it before these games start on Saturday.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons we did this today, these Hail Mary picks, because these odds are going to change dramatically next week when there's only 4 teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there were no questions this week, guys. I didn't see any. Ethan, did I miss any?
I didn't see any.
Okay, make sure if you guys have questions for us, it could be about literally anything.
Anything in the world.
Yeah. Most of the questions are on Twitter, or you can leave them in the comments of any of our posts on social media. Before we head out, any parting words, boys?
Let's have another good week. Cash out again. Let's have another very profitable week. I'm seeing a good week out of us again. So,
yeah. Our big picks this week look pretty good. No one's really going against each other, which is always a positive. Shout out to Dubby again. Can't wait to try their product live on air next week. So looking forward to that. Thank you. Thanks to all the viewers, the watchers, the listeners. Couldn't do this without you. So appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dubby. Thank you, Medal Awards. And more importantly, thank you guys. If you watched and listened to the podcast, we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you are following us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Better Green. That's Better, BETTOR Green. Make sure you listen to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and more. And my favorite, I always say, subscribe to us on YouTube. That's where you get the podcast in video form. You get to see everything that you miss with the audio version. We post there pretty frequently too. We'll post short clips if you don't have time to sit down and watch the whole hour-long episode. Win a free medal, guys. Make sure you guys are doing all this stuff. We'll have a graphic up too on the social media sites if you forget all the ways to win. Enter as often as you can. We're going to do a drawing. We haven't set an end date yet, but the more you guys participate, the more entries you get and the better chance you have to win. This is Better in Green Podcast. I'm Ben Bentley. With me is Ethan Bainbridge and Zach Stengel. See you next week, boys.
Peace, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Okay, we're going to be playing Guess the Player 15 questions. Ethan, did you want to start or did you want me to go first?
I can start. Does this player currently play in the NFL?
No.
Okay. Was this player's career more so in the NFC?
No.
Okay. Did this player play on offense?
Yes.
Okay. Did this player play in a warm weather team?
Yes.
Okay. Was this player a running back?
No.
Okay. Is this player in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Okay. Is this player a quarterback?
No.
Did this player wear a number in the 80s?
Yes.
Okay. 7 left. Did this player play in California?
Yes.
Did this player play for the Chargers?
Yes.
Okay, 5 left. Did this player retire before 2013?
No.
Did this player wear a number above 85?
No.
And you said he doesn't currently play, correct?
No, he doesn't currently play.
Okay. 3 questions left. Let's see. Chargers, 80, 81, 82, 83. 3 questions left. Did this player... Let's see. Did this player go to Notre Dame? It's probably
No.
a horrible question.
No.
Goodbye, Malcolm Floyd. 2 questions left. Okay. Did this player retire before 2015?
No.
Last question. Did this player retire before 2020?
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming it's a receiver for the Chargers who retired between 2015 and 2020, wearing 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. I think I'm wrong, but is this player Vincent Jackson?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. Off the top rope, man.
Yes.
He retired with the Buccaneers, but he played most of
Yep.
his career with the Chargers.
Yep.
Retired in 2016 from Northern Colorado.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was like, he might get it. I don't know. Oh, wow. Dang it.
Woo!
Way to go, Ethan.
Thank you.
Way to go, buddy.
Should have wasted a pick on if you went to Notre Dame, but oh man.
Okay. Are you ready for mine?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's go. Is this player an active player?
No.
Is this an offensive player?
Yes.
Is this a skills position player?
Yes.
Did they play a majority of their career in the NFC?
Yes.
Did they play a majority of their career north of Tennessee?
Yes.
Did they play in the NFC North?
Yep.
Was this player a receiver?
Yep. I think you're onto it.
It can't be though. It can't be. Did they play?
If you guess and it's wrong, it just counts as a question, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't want to be cheap like that.
Okay.
Did they play
I
for
think
the
it'd be
Lions?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So, not the Lions. I'm at 8 right now.
8 right now. Yep.
Are they on TV now? Like as like an
No.
announcer, sports programmer? No.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I guess I have Wikipedia up. I can look. Yeah, no, I don't believe so.
Okay. Did they play for Minnesota?
No.
Oh, dang. I really thought I was going to have you on that one.
Yeah.
So it's Green Bay and oh God, it can't be a receiver for Chicago. Nobody knows any retired receivers for Chicago. No. Unless did this player play for multiple teams?
Yes.
And he's known for his time in Chicago. Yes. No. He's a Packer? That's not a question. Don't answer that. Can't count that. Okay. 4 left.
3 left, I think.
3 left? Oh,
that's what I have.
I missed one then. Okay. I don't think you used my favorite non-Chief to be your first one. Or you did,
Yeah.
trying to throw me off.
Got 3 questions left to figure that out.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Are they African American?
No.
It's Jordy Nelson.
It's Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, you did. You died. 14 guesses for my second favorite player. Oh, dude.
I thought when you were thinking Calvin Johnson probably when you asked Lions. I thought for sure you were thinking Jordy.
No, I was Calvin Johnson. I was like, is it the North? I kept getting them right. I was like, oh, a receiver from the NFC North. It has to be a Lion. No. And
Who
then
were you thinking Bears.
Brandon Marshall.
Oh.
You said multiple teams, and I was thinking Broncos. He played for the Jets, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami. All over the place.
Yeah. That's I for the Packers, I was thinking Greg Jennings. That's why I asked.
I almost did that.
Yeah, that's why I asked if he was like on TV.
I almost did Jennings. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Jordy seems like a guy who could be on TV somewhere as like a lower level college guy.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if maybe you had known that or not.
No.
So, yeah, I could have just screwed him there, but
No, I was thinking of Jennings.
yeah.
Welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listening to cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Zed, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast, Better in Green.